Hello, and welcome back to Hidden Gems and Other Oddities with me, DarcyBits. Today we're playing Nancy Drew, Midnight in Salem. Let's get back into it. Last we left off, we were about to have breakfast, which we had cooked painstakingly. This is our handiwork. It's good. I wonder if I can talk to these people individually, or if this is like all one big interactable. I'm guessing the latter. Yup.
Ooh, these smell delicious.
Great job, Nancy.
That's me.
These look amazing.
Okay. Nay, these are the Hardy brothers, Frank and Joe.
We're very interested in your case.
Uh-huh. They're good friends of mine. They're going to help us with the investigation. The more people we have working on this, the better chance we have of solving the case.
Cool.
Joe, you need to learn how to cook. Maybe let Frank teach you. Otherwise, how are you going to impress anyone?
Solving crimes impresses people.
A weird thing for me to say.
So does committing them. What?
Ooh,
It's true.
nice.
Not saying I'm impressed by that. Just stating a fact. I prefer someone who possesses a deep intellectual appreciation.
Why are we talking about this?
And table manners.
You want to be impressed? We should finally show her our business plan for our new business. What? It's very businessy.
Nice.
What? What is it?
Well, Joe and I have been talking recently about making things a bit more official. Since we're always called to solve crimes, we thought that maybe we should start getting paid for it.
We're
Great.
starting our very own detective agency. License, insurance, the whole thing. And
And we want to know if you'd be interested in being a partner.
A partner?
Hey, table that. All right, Drew. Why not update everyone on where we're at?
We're nowhere. We haven't done anything yet. So I guess you're wondering about the thing I mentioned, or one thing I'd like to do today is check the town archives. Is that what I want to be doing today? Yeah, sure. If you say so, Nance.
One thing I'd like to do today is check the town archives.
If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to handle this. You were gonna look into the history of ownership of the Hathorne house, right?
Yeah, sure. We can go together.
No. It's better if I handle this solo. I'm a whiz with microfiche. Don't ask me
All right.
why.
Sure.
sounds like a story.
And I'm not going to tell it to you. Okay?
So, Nancy, what do you think we should focus on for the investigation?
So I guess you're wondering about the thing I mentioned.
So, I guess you're wondering about the thing I mentioned.
Yes, sounds super exciting.
I already told them about the whole sighting.
Yeah, I can't explain it. Yet.
Oh,
Even
that
with the most
thing.
modern scientific techniques available, there are many phenomena that we still cannot explain. I believe what you saw was real.
What?
Of course you did.
What?
Sure, some sort of combination of gaseous blow-off and light refraction.
No, supernatural. A ghost, a real ghost, with thoughts and memory and agency.
I'm not so sure.
That's a pretty big thing to
I just
jump
built
to.
some new equipment that I'd love to try out.
You want it to be real.
I'm sure
Got
it's
it.
nothing,
Okay.
but we'll go to the cemetery today and investigate anyway. Maybe we can add ghost hunting to our detective services. Kidding.
Look, even if it is a real ghost, it's one thing to jump all the way to the conclusion of that it has thoughts and agency. Anyway. The arson that happened last week, Judge Danforth mentioned that he was the victim of something. I don't care about that.
The arson that happened last week.
And we haven't had the chance to collect any alibis yet.
We need to ask everyone we've met where they were on the night of the arson. Corroborating their answers with whomever they were with will help bring into focus who is and isn't a suspect.
Yeah, okay. You're not wrong.
Judge Danforth mentioned that he was the victim of a burglary.
What was stolen?
We don't know.
The judge was working with Tegan on developing a case for the Accused Witches organization.
The what?
The descendants of the accused witches of the 1692 Salem witch trials. They're staking a claim to the Hathorne estate due to unjust dispossession and execution of their ancestors. It's one of the reasons I searched for the Book of Apologies in Austria, as it contains a record of wronged families. But someone swiped it from right under my nose. And around the time of the arson, there was a burglary at the judge's office.
Too coincidental not to be connected.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'd like to review the crime scene at the courthouse for any clues.
The judge might not let you do that. He didn't sound very forthcoming.
True. But maybe my father can convince him.
Sure.
They're old friends. I can give him a call.
All right, what else?
We need to figure out how the theft from...
We need to figure
Mosam.
out how the theft from Mosam Castle is connected to this case.
Theft of what?
The Book of Apologies. My dad asked me to retrieve it from Mosam Castle in Austria, as a favor for Judge Danforth, who works here in Salem. It details all the victims of the witch trials, some of which are still unknown to this day.
However, this book was stolen as well, 3 days ago, when Nancy was there.
Why was this book all the way in Austria?
Great question.
The resident historian told me the judge who wrote the book willed all his belongings to be preserved by whichever museum would have them at the time. That must be how it ended up in an Austrian castle, for safekeeping.
Well, that certainly didn't stop the thief, whoever it is.
I can ask around about alibis during this time period as well. See if anyone in town can't be accounted for. Might point us in the right direction.
I have something to add. Whoever is responsible for this crime is going to great lengths to cover it up. We don't know if these people are dangerous. Remember that. And be careful.
All right. Great. Good. This is just what... Oh. All right. This is just this. You can look at these different things. I don't want to do any of these. Can I do none of them? Wait, I can't do none of them. Dang it. All right. Pirate pancakes. Milk, melted butter, egg, strawberry, and lime. Uh-huh.
Let's see.
All right.
I'll do this one.
I'll do this one.
Who deserves a Johnny cake?
Timing's important. Don't flip the raw batter. Be ready to flip. Well, I guess I'm doing this now. I guess I could, like, cancel out of it, but I didn't feel like it.
Relax. There's no need to rush. Absolutely adorable.
I did it.
Spooky. This came out great.
Found
These are for May. Hope they make her happy.
those are all like just random
The
achievements, I
kitchen
guess.
table has a great view out into the neighborhood.
I got an achievement for that, and I also got pirate pancake. All right. And I guess yeah. Oh no! Don't!
Let's see.
No! Crap!
This one look. Time for some.
Well. Okay, I can just leave like that. Perfect. What's over here? I can't get over there? Alright. Hey!
Hey. Are you feeling any better about the case?
Nope.
We're going to find out who did this, May. I promise.
If you say so. Look, thanks for breakfast. I just want to say, I know you're trying to help, but I think you're wasting your time.
You said you used to hang out at the Hathorne house.
You said you used to hang out at the Hathorne house, right?
Uh-huh.
Did you ever see anything strange when you were there?
Like ghosts?
Yeah.
No, never.
Oh, okay.
Do you feel ready to... No, I'm not gonna ask that right now. People tell me there's a good reason to suspect you, but no.
People tell me there's a good reason to suspect you, but no one can say why.
Isn't it obvious? I've got a burn mark covering the entire side of my face and like most of my arms. It must be me.
What?
I'm sorry that happened to you. And I'm sorry if people judge you for your burns.
I prefer it to pity.
Would you tell me what happened?
There was a fire. I was in it.
I'm not trying to pry. It's just that so far, the main cause for suspecting you of the Hathorne fire seems to be this previous one. I only want to understand.
I was 9. It was an old shed, and I wasn't supposed to play in it. It was kind of a den full of stuff, like candles. I got stuck inside. You can work out the rest.
So it was an accident. You were just a kid. Harsh to suspect you now because of something you didn't mean to happen.
Don't make me talk about it more.
Okay. Thank you for telling me, May.
Yeah, like, I feel like someone covered in burns would be the last person I would suspect. Like, that they probably have a thing about fire and would not want to be near it. Also, you have burns? I think I might have noticed, but I wasn't 100% sure if that was actually correct or not. Yeah, it's like, I mean, she covers it, makes sense.
Do you feel ready to talk about your alibi?
I don't even have a passport. I don't go anywhere, so I wasn't in Austria, if that's what you're thinking.
And on the night of the arson? Giving us your alibi would help you so much. Talk to you later.
You know, the voice acting in the old games, no offense to anyone, was not great. And I loved it. It was so good. And I don't know, this just like, it misses the mark for me. It really does. Oh well. I keep thinking I should be able to go that way, but I can't, huh? Like, there's no that way. Yeah. Weird. Alright. I know I'm supposed to call my pops. But other than that, can I just head back to town? Yeah. Alright. Alright. That's a car. Don't want to accidentally get in the car. Ooh, can we go to the like, that one place today? That would be cool. I'm very descriptive. This one over here.
What's the big holdup? The Perry brat has always been a little fire starter.
Only a matter of time until the neighborhood watch catches her red-handed.
The system has gone soft. Lets them off the hook easy. Then everyone acts surprised about repeated offenders.
They better book her before Halloween. I don't want to let the kids out trick-or-treating with an arsonist on the loose.
Wow. Whose car is this? Can I investigate this car? Probably not, huh? No, I guess not. That car wasn't there
The
before, was
road
it?
is complete.
It is awkward to navigate these streets. Haha, door's open.
Oh, you're here.
Yes, I am. This shop is really cool. I love the decor.
Thank you. It's taken a lot of years to get it the way I want.
I kind of imagined this is what an actual witch's shop would look like.
Yeah.
Seriously, you have all these herbs. Look, St. John's wort, mandrake root. You know, witches were just synonymous with people who used the old medieval ways of working with plants and animals, curing ills. They were healers, shamans, and confessors. You can see why some people might have been threatened by them.
I know, right? No leeches here, though. I draw the line at bloodsuckers. I'm glad you get it. A lot of people around here don't.
How so?
Some say I'm cashing in, not respecting history. People get so caught up in the death and judgment. But I was always interested in all of that lost knowledge, even as a kid.
I bet a lot of kids around here are fascinated by it.
Used to be.
You get a lot of people in, maybe May Perry. Any modern witches come in? Olivia, perhaps?
Any modern witches come in? Olivia, perhaps.
I get plenty of people that come in curious to find something positive and healing in this town. Olivia typically isn't one of them, and that's just as well.
You disapprove of what she does.
She's always been like this. She thinks of history as a show that just needs more special effects. Never mind that real people got hurt.
Yeah.
You've seen her little show? She's still talking about a recent coven in Salem.
Yeah. Is that true?
No. Like I said, she doesn't care about the truth or who gets hurt.
Gosh, these pastries look delicious.
Can I look at this? Right, I can turn the camera.
Herbal teas and natural remedies. A whole menu to choose from.
Okay, interesting. What's over here? I can drop another pumpkin if I want to. I kind of expected to have more to do here, honestly. Huh. Oh, you can just walk back here, huh? Nice. Don't mind me. Whoop de doop de doop doop doo. Oh, I can ask you a lot of questions.
What kind of herbs do you have here?
Oh,
The kind that helps people ease their burdens. Since cold season started, business has been booming. Between managing the shop itself and preparing remedies, it's getting harder to keep up.
I don't mind lending you a hand with preparing the remedies, if that's okay with you. I love learning new things.
This is delicate work. But you do seem to have an interest in herbology. Sure, it would be fun to pass on the basics at least. I'll be around the shop and manage the counter. Just let me know when you have something finished and I'll take a look at it.
Great. So, where do I begin?
I've prepared the patient notes already. You can find them on the counter. You can use my reference book to study the herbs and what ailments they cure, and the basics of remedy mixing.
Okay. This is gonna be so much fun.
I'm gonna ruin so much material. Alright, what am I doing?
These are the notes she took when discussing the ailments with her patients. Need to figure out the proper mix of herbs to cure these.
Okay, slight memory conditions, moderate migraines.
This book looks really worn. The knowledge must be centuries old, if not more.
Sweet, I'm just gonna casually page through this old book. Oh right, show text. For all my children, I write this book as a memory saved. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Remedies with nature's grace. Mixing the extracts nature offers is a delicate and precise process. In these pages, I feel like I need to take the moment and be like, hey, why are we doing this? And like, there's a part of me that's just like, I don't care, I just want to do the thing, because the game says here's a thing, go do it. And I'm like, alright, cool. But if I had to justify it to myself, it would be something like, I'm trying to ingratiate myself to this person so they will open up to me more, right? Like, sure. I'm not just faffing about. I mean, hopefully. Alright. Cinnamon. Profitable digestion. Okay. Chamomile. Melancholy. Nice. Vapors, yeah. That's that thing. Restless mind. Affectional friendness, sadness. Rosemary. Loss of speech. I think that's something that... Was that the one? Slight speech condition, is that what they said? So maybe rosemary is what we need. Our Lady's Thistle. Bile, jaundice. Liver, spleen, dissolved obstructions. Garlic. Hard pulse. Remains a good remedy for any plague. Otherwise known as Michaelmas daisy, the roots and leaves of the gentle plant. I've been witness. Okay, sleeping mind, something. Sweet marjoram, Chest weight, disease, feverfew, clears any running and swimming in the head, offers relief to headache, and megrims. That seems okay. Yeah, megrims. Look at that. Cool. So feverfew maybe. This wiser procures lost memories, purges any brood of worms, scares better remedy, ginger to correct vomit and loathing. Okay. Finding the truth. There is truth still that rests on the horizon of future dawn. Such is, and may always be, the remedy for the poisoned tongue, a mixture never perfected, the peace it would bring if we could know who spoke truth and who was soaked in poisonous lies. In my life, I have often been in dire need of it, yet the proper mixture of herbs remains hidden. There would need to be a loosening of the tongue to let the words slip out, something for an unhindered voice. Lastly, a herb to bring forth the hidden thoughts of truths unspoken. Okay. Why'd you mention that? So, feverfew, and what was it? Rosemary? Loss of speech? Alright. Do I know what any of this is? Ah.
Chamomile.
Oh, thank you.
Our Lady's Thistle.
That's garlic.
Sage. Feverfew.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, it's locked?
Yeah, I lost the key to that one. Sorry. It has to be somewhere around here. I would never bring it home with me. Let me know if you find it.
Okay.
Feverfew.
Well, I was gonna get some rosemary.
Sage. Our Lady's Thistle.
Does it have like another name? That's a thing that sometimes happens in games like this. Pale blue flower restores loss of speech. I guess we just can't do this right now. Alright. Cool.
A commercial grade tea machine. Fancy.
Fancy. I have more questions for you. I was hoping I could borrow a key to the main Hathorne house.
I was hoping I could borrow a key to the main Hathorne house.
Key? Oh, I don't have a key anymore.
You don't?
No, but Alicia does. If you ask her, she'll lend it to you, I'm sure.
I'm sure you've been asked this before, but...
I'm sure you've been asked this before, but where were you on the night Hathorne house was burned down?
I was coming home from work, crossing through the cemetery. I could see the orange glow. By the time I got home, it was almost all gone. I called it in.
Were you the first one to call? Anyone see you earlier? Like an hour before?
I was in my shop.
Any customers?
No. Are you trying to say that I burned down the house?
No, I never said that.
Good. I've said it 1,000,000 times, but I'll say it again for your benefit. I'm just glad she wasn't alive to see it. She loved that house, and I loved her. You understand?
No.
Of course.
Who's she?
You were the first person to see the fire?
Well, yeah. I was going home, and that's where the fire was.
You know the fire might help you keep your home.
I know that now, but I didn't before. It's a slim chance at best. I'd rather it was whole and shown to be mine by right.
But if that's not an option?
Nothing could make me want to destroy it.
That seems true.
You ever hear rumors about a coven in Salem?
That's just something Olivia says to sell tour tickets. I didn't think you believed in that kind of witch.
So you never heard a rumor? As a kid, maybe?
What are you getting at?
I found a photo of you three from when you were kids.
She kept it?
Do you remember where this photo was taken?
Sure. Well, sort of. It was a shed somewhere close to the neighborhood the Perrys live in. We went there a few times.
So the three of you used to hang out.
Well, that was long ago. We did dumb things. I wish we hadn't. Far as I know, there's no coven of witches, though.
Okay, so that's that photo I found in the trash. Was it in the trash? I think it was. Interesting. So recently, like, kept all these years, but recently thrown out. Interesting.
Everyone says there are ghosts in this town. Is that true? What is it?
You know, I believe the dead stay dead. But I've seen ghosts recently in my own house.
Really? Who?
Wait, you believe me? I thought I was going crazy.
I believe there's an explanation. Who was it?
I don't know. A woman wearing old clothes like the kind you find in Tegan's museum. I couldn't see her face, and I swear she was real. I could hear her. I could feel her. She smelled like rotten fruit or something. You know, that gray, moldy smell that hits you in the back of your throat? Yeah, that.
Huh. That's pretty specific, actually.
Yeah.
More specific than anyone else I've talked to.
I saw her in the Hathorne house. Watch out for her. She'll come to you. No doubt in my mind.
Remember where you were 3 nights? Oh, right, yeah.
You remember where you were 3 nights back?
I was here. I told you already. I have the receipts to prove it. And I'm the only one who works here. Why?
Oh, no, just a related incident. I don't suppose there are any ghost sightings in your shop?
The spirits come and go as they please. I've seen them everywhere around Salem. But I've never seen one operate a point of sale.
Yeah, me neither.
Wait, you've seen them all around, or you haven't seen them all around? I'm confused. So I think this is going to take us back to that other scene, so we're not going to do
See you later.
Alright, do we think there is a key actually just hidden around here somewhere? It's entirely possible there is one just like, oh yeah, there's a key there. There you go. Hey, look at those. No. But, I'm not very good at navigating this game. I find it really awkward. So if there was, I don't know if I'd be able to find it. It just sort of seems, I mean, not that things on the ground that you gotta pick up are uncommon in Nancy Drew games, it just still feels kind of out of place.
Herbal teas and natural remedies. A whole menu to choose from.
Yeah, can we see anything from that or no? Not really. Ooh, rooibos. I haven't had a rooibos in a long time.
These seats look so comfortable. And what a great view of the town square.
Okay, so I think we don't have anything we can do here anymore. I do need to make a phone call still, so maybe I should do that. I don't want to skim the area. Alright. Yeah, let's just, Oh. Hello. Messages. User has been added to chat. The famous Nancy Drew finally arrived to solve our ghostly conundrums. What is this? We're trying to figure out what could have caused it. We're trying to figure out what could have caused you to see a ghost. Maybe an actual ghost. Is he always like this? Like this, only on good days. Hey, I'm here, you know. We know. We know. Aw, so cute. Dude. I'm gonna go follow some leads. Good luck. Let us know if you need anything. Alright. To me, that sounds like Spook Squad. Great, good. Group chat, yeah. Alright, so... Get a key to the Hathorne house, investigate the break-in at the court house, gather alibis for the book theft, gather alibis for the arson. Let's start with Gers.
Hey, you've reached Carson Drew's home number. For business inquiries, please call my office and I'll get back to you. Anyone else is welcome to leave a message after the beep.
Oh, I thought I'd actually leave a message there. Alright. Well, let's talk to Ned. Maybe he can get a message to our dad.
Hello, you've reached the voicemail inbox of Ned Nickerson.
It's not.
I apologize that I did not come to the phone in a time.
Alright, I legit thought that I was just dallying, but, very interesting. Alright, so get a key, which is from her, from Alicia, right? I don't know who Alicia is, I haven't been paying attention. How do I close this? There we go. Well, you know what they say, talk to everyone. That's about it, that's what they say. Hello.
Nancy, hey, how's the investigation going?
Pretty well. You know, it would really help if I could get May to talk to me.
She hasn't given her alibi yet.
No, and everyone seems to have one, except her.
Everyone? Is it possible that it could be someone from outside of town? A visitor or something?
Absolutely. But statistically speaking, crime is rarely a random occurrence.
It's a mystery to me. You have anything you wanted
I also
to talk
haven't, like, asked everyone in town, but whatever.
What's the history behind the Hathorne estate?
Right. Well, Judge John Hathorne was born and raised in Salem. His father was a decorated military man who had many real estate holdings throughout New England. And when Judge Hathorne became a justice, he tried to expand those holdings. Much of the land that the Hathorne estate was built on was actually seized property from accused witches.
So awful. I think the land stealing part was even mentioned in Olivia's tour.
Didn't expect her to actually care about the history. At the time, no one made the connection, not even in court documents. But it happened.
Do you think the fire is somehow related to Salem's history with witches?
What do you mean?
Like, is it meant as a symbolic gesture? Because that's how most witches died?
That was a European thing. No, they were more civilized in the New World. We hung our witches. Short drop, so they slowly choked to death. A couple more died in custody awaiting trial, and one, an elderly man who refused to testify, was pressed to death.
Pressed?
Yeah. They put a bunch of heavy stones on top of you, over a period of days.
That's horrible.
She did not know the weight until she felt the freedom. Scarlet Letter. Also a descendant of Judge Hathorne. Except Nathaniel Hawthorne was so horrified with his family's history that he added a W to change it.
Oh.
Wow. The focus on descendants isn't really something they teach you in school.
Yep. We think our world is so much more advanced now, but we have a hard time escaping our past.
That explains it. I was super unsure if it was Hawthorne or Hathorne. That is why it is confusing. It is intentionally so.
Where were you on the night of the fire?
I was at my boyfriend's watching a movie. Here, this is his number. You can ask him.
Have you been dating Damien for a long time?
Yeah, a couple years, I think. I like him. I mean, I really do. He listens to me, and yeah, he's great.
Was he with you the whole night?
I mean, most of the night. I don't think he's capable of arson, if that's what you're suggesting.
You trust him?
Absolutely, 100%. Go ahead, call him. You'll see.
See that he just seems trustworthy. That's not really how investigations work, but okay.
There was this photo tucked away in the guest room.
Now I'm really embarrassed. Such an awkward age.
Is that Olivia and Lauren in the picture with you?
Yeah, we were pretty tight back then. Had to take pictures.
I couldn't tell where it was taken. Do you remember? There were lots of books and candles.
It was probably the... I don't know. Books and candles are everywhere in Salem.
Wait, is it the shack that May got burned
It was years ago. I don't really remember.
She was 9. I wonder how old they are in the photo. That could be a thing.
How did Frances Tuttle come to own the property?
Ms. Tuttle bought it 30 years ago, cheap. It was falling apart. The former owners couldn't be located, so it was auctioned. She was a bit of a kooky lady living in a ruin like that, but she was kind. I mean, she took in Lauren like a daughter. That says something about someone, doesn't it?
I agree. Do you remember what you were doing 3 nights ago?
3 days ago? Well, I was probably working here. Why?
You were working at the museum. Can anyone confirm that?
Well, I'm always here.
But was anyone else here?
May was home all day, laying low, and Olivia wasn't here either. I don't know where she was, to be honest. You'll have to ask her.
So no one can confirm that? And you're sure May was at home?
She's barely left the house since the incident. People here treat her like she has an infectious disease. It's awful. And I don't blame her if she wants to sit at home on her phone all day. Ugh. Her parents need to come home. Soon. So, I gotta ask. What do you get out of this?
I get a lot.
Really? You travel around, talk to all these people, deal with all their problems, put yourself in harm's way?
Not always. Alright, some of the time. I don't know. It's like there's these small obstacles that I enjoy working on, and they're interesting. But what I really love is the puzzle of humanity. What makes people tick? Why do people do what they do? It's always the hardest one to crack, because sometimes we do things that don't make sense. We're inherently irrational. Know what I mean?
You know,
I do.
There's a theory about why these specific women were persecuted as witches. Some people believe that ergot, which is a fungus that grows in cereal grains, might have gotten into the food supply. It poisons anyone who eats it. Hallucinations, circulation issues, seizures. It would have made people look like they were possessed. Or made the judges think they were doing God's will. Or make the whole town go haywire.
A rational explanation for irrational behavior.
Just a theory. We'll never know. Anyway, I don't want to keep you. Thanks for stopping by.
I had more questions.
Can you tell me about the accident May was in when she was a kid?
Why do you need to know that? How is it important?
I didn't think it was, but everyone else sees reason to believe May is the one who burned Hathorne House. So that makes it important, I know.
It started with the arson, and she has other convictions on her juvenile record as well.
What happened?
It was an old shed near our home. May was about 9 or so. She was in it one night. She shouldn't have been. Playing with candles, a lighter, I don't know. It caught fire. She was charged.
She was so young.
I feel responsible. She shouldn't even have been there, and I'm the older sister.
How did they get charged?
I'm sorry to upset you. It helps me to understand.
Just don't talk to May about it, please.
Who owned the shack? Was it not on your property?
Talk to you later.
Yeah, that is weird. Because, like, it's not just like, oh, somebody burned a house, therefore you get charged. Like, that's not how that works. Someone has to charge you. What is in here that's useful? Anything? I didn't read it. I don't think I even skimmed it because I was trying to keep the pace up for the show. But I don't think there's anything relevant in here right now.
Sad
Maybe
that
later.
even children are named.
Sad. Is it useful or is it just interesting? Witches, age 11, age 9. Ironically, accusations. Sarah Good. Alright. Well, is this open? Ooh, this is open now.
Scented candles. Pretty standard gift shop material. Wait, broomstick? What kind of fragrance is that?
Broomstick is the fragrance? That's great. That's excellent. Hello, Olivia. I didn't know you were... Why are you here? You have a shop in the museum? Was that... Were we told that? Alright. Let's have a chat. I guess that makes sense. You weren't outside.
Hey there, girl. Can't tell if you're supposed to be cute or creepy.
You're back! Great. Let me guess. More questions?
I'm not really back.
Spooky how you could tell.
Though it harm none, do as thou wilt.
Okay.
I'm saying I guess it can't do any harm.
Okay.
I've been going around asking everyone in town where they were on the night of the arson.
The night of the what?
Arson. At Hathorne House?
Why, I have no idea what you're talking about. Kidding, Nancy. Don't look so serious. I was here that night, doing my thing. I think there had to have been at least 20 people who can confirm that. It really stinks that Lauren is going to lose her home.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, of course.
You were here? As in the museum? As in your alibi should be corroboratable with... Huh.
So, I've heard ghosts are haunting Salem.
Of course.
You believe it?
How could I not when I've seen them with my own eyes?
Really? Can you describe what you saw?
Sure. It was dark, foggy. I was walking through the cemetery. Or was it the town square? I don't remember, but I do remember a ghost. No, multiple ghosts. Spirits.
Uh-huh.
And did you ever see any ghosts near Hathorne House?
As a matter of fact, I did. I told you that a coven of witches unleashed them on the town a few years back. They will not rest until they get their vengeance. Let me guess. You can't find proof of a living soul present at the house the night it burned. Maybe the culprit wasn't among the living?
That sounds even harder to prove.
Have you seen The Restless Souls of Salem, Nancy?
I've seen something, but I'm not willing to just believe it's real. I need more.
Be careful. They'll still find you whether you believe in them or not. You might want to avoid the cemetery.
Okay.
3 days ago, were you doing any witch tours?
3 days ago? No, I was not.
Okay. You remember what you were doing?
Actually, I had won a spa holiday at the Wayfarer Inn over in Marblehead. It was amazing. They used those glass cup things on my back. It was wicked crazy.
Oh. You have any receipts or...
It was all expenses paid. And I'd show you my back, but I'm a quick healer. Witch powers. It looks like it never happened. You know, I had a flyer for the spa, but I threw it away this morning. Sorry, I know I'm not being helpful.
It's okay. You are. Thanks.
Darn it, I was hoping I wouldn't be helpful.
It's about you, Tegan, and Lauren, when you were kids.
Why are you interested in this? We grew apart. It happens.
I found an old photo from back then. It had the name Coven on it. Look. Was it the one you talk about in your show?
You found this photo at Tegan's house? I didn't peg her as sentimental.
So was it the same one?
Well, yes. Same coven. We heard about it as kids, I guess. We were all into history and witches. We still are.
Right.
And yet you've never made up.
I don't get why you care.
Can't help it. It's a mystery, even if you all tell me it isn't.
Interesting.
See you later.
There was a coven a few years back. It was us. We are the witches. I mean, probably, actually. Wait, is this a door? What the heck? Oh, yeah, there's just two doors. Huh. What does that say? Ravencroft's Emporium? Makes sense. Alright, well... Yeah, I should go to the judges. Hello, everyone. Do you have another puzzle for me, Judge?
No, not today. I can't. There's too much to do. Come on, take a break. You need it.
Jason, I have had these protesters outside my window nonstop for days. I must deal with this situation. The longer it goes on, the worse it looks.
Yeah. Ooh, but I'm buying lunch.
You're buying? Really? With what?
You gotta get over this, Dad. It's not good for you. It's not healthy.
What are you talking about?
You resent me.
I don't resent you, Jason.
Why are you...
Miss Drew, please, come in.
Already
we'll
have.
talk later, okay?
Oh, you have time for her, but not for me.
Please, Jason.
Hi, Jason Danforth.
Hi.
Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew. You're visiting Salem, yeah? What do you think? Kind of a boring town beneath all the legends.
Jason, come on. We have a meeting.
Actually, it seems like there's a lot going on here.
Well, whenever you're up for some real excitement, look me up.
That was weird.
I'm sorry. He's still trying to figure out what he wants to do with his life.
Didn't want to follow in his father's footsteps.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he tried. Didn't have the dedication to follow through with the schooling. Anyway.
Did he try, or did you want him
started.
to try? Who's to say? Get started with what? Do you want a pancake? I'm just kidding.
As you know, I want to investigate the crime scene. Could you give me the code for the keypad?
That information isn't usually available to the public. I'm afraid I can't just take your word for it. I'll have it taken care of.
What? What does that mean?
As you know, I want to
That information isn't you.
Okay. Rust be gone. Oh, I forgot to pick that up. AW key. Yeah. Alright, well. I've met another person. A new character in the game. And, I was told to phone somebody, now that I'm remembering.
Miss Drew, how can I help you?
Hi, Miss Cole.
Alicia, please.
Oh, say.
You have the
Nancy.
key.
Great. So what do you need, Nancy? Any more paper clips, staplers, or perhaps a hammer drill?
I'm more of a pneumatic nail gun type myself.
Ha ha, nice.
Do you have a hammer drill here?
You have a hammer drill in here.
In my closet. I'm a bit of a home improvement junkie. You have to be when you live in a house built in the 1800s.
I guess.
Well, thanks, but I don't need any of those things. I do have some questions, though. You mind if I take 5 minutes of your time?
Please. I don't mind.
Great. Why did you bring it to the office? Do you know Lauren Holt? Holt? Alright, I'm gonna have to ask all these questions, I'm sure, but...
Do you know Lauren Holt?
Owner of Luminous Infusions. Resident of the Hathorne Estate Carriage House.
So do you
it's
know
a
her?
carriage house.
Absolutely. I represent her.
How's the case going?
Well, that's a bit of a confidentiality issue. But you are the daughter of a lawyer. So, without a will, there is no case. No one has been able to find it.
Why is being a
And without
daughter
the
of a
will,
lawyer?
the house goes to the state.
The law is the law. I can try to get a delay. But we've already delayed twice, and the state doesn't care that someone lives there. It's a tough world out there.
I spoke with Lauren. She mentioned you have a key.
Yes.
A key?
That's why I asked.
To the Hathorne house.
It's the only copy. Don't lose it. Oh, and this really isn't supposed to be in your hands. If someone finds you with it, I might have to say you stole it.
I'll make sure to be discreet. Thanks.
Here to help, Nancy. Hey, next time, please knock before entering, okay?
Yeah. I guess.
I'm sure you've heard about the burglary in the court's evidence room.
Yes, unbelievable. You know, I've started asking myself, what is happening to this town? It used to be such a safe place. And now we have arson and break-ins. I'm worried there's a pattern of escalation here. I mean, is this the kind of place I want to raise children in?
Oh, you're trying to start a family.
I mean, yes. But with the amount that I work, when is there any time? I barely have enough time to do my hair in the morning, let alone go on a date after work. And to be honest, the type of people living in a place like Salem is, Well, not really what I'm into. How about you?
I have a boyfriend.
Really? He doesn't accompany you on your investigative trips?
No.
Well, he's in college right now, and we see each other when we can.
Uh-huh. You been dating long?
Yeah, a couple of years.
Okay.
No one said it was easy.
Doesn't
We
make
figured out
sense.
how to make it work.
All I'll say is, most men don't understand what we go through. We have to fight to get a seat at their table, and then they want us to go home and be family makers. Some
Where's this coming
unsolicited
from?
advice from one working woman to another? Don't let his plans get in the way of yours.
Of course, they don't.
They super don't. Let me tell you how many times he's like, we have dinner plans. I was like, nah, I forgot about them. I'm actually in, like, oh crap, where's that game take place? Norway? I don't remember. It's great. I love it. He's just like, nah, I'm doing me. I don't care that we made plans.
I just met Jason Danforth.
What did you think? Kinda cute, huh?
Why would you say that?
Not the adjective I would use.
Different tastes.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he's kind of like a fast food cheeseburger with extra cheese.
You just met
I'm
him.
more of a home-cooked meal kind of gal.
What can I say? I love cheese.
So you know him well?
I know him. He does odd jobs for me sometimes. Doesn't hurt that he's easy on the eyes.
You are laying on
He is
thick.
kind of dumb, though.
I wouldn't really know, to be honest.
Listen, spare yourself the headache and just avoid him. Trust me, not much substance. He loves his car. That's all you really need to know.
That was his car. Got it. Why would you like, just like, I'm like, hey, so I met this person, they're like, yeah, I got the super hots for him. Yeah. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't ask. Calm down.
Do you know who has access to the evidence room?
As far as I know, just myself and the judge.
That's interesting.
Look, I don't like saying this, but the judge occasionally leaves the evidence room unlocked. The man even locked himself in his own office, for pity's sake. Not that it matters. I was told the burglar came from the outside.
So it's safe to say you weren't here during the theft?
Are you liking me for this crime, Nancy?
No, I don't like anyone for this crime. Or any other crime for that matter. Just doing my research.
I was not here. I was running errands around town. Busy, busy, busy.
That's what I say when I'm just like, I am generically tied up and I don't really feel like getting into why, because it's not really anything. I'm busy, you know, can't do that thing that I probably could do, but I don't feel like it.
Do you happen to have the code for the evidence room door?
No, sorry. He hasn't given that to me yet. And knowing him, he's probably already lost it.
Wait, you said that only people allowed in are you two, but you're only allowed in if he opens the door for you? So it's just him, basically. Interesting. Okay.
Doing some follow-ups with the arson. Where were you that night?
Are you asking for my alibi?
Of course. Why
Well,
wouldn't I be?
Yes, if you don't mind.
I was at a charity fundraiser, saving the piping plovers. Anyone in this town that works in an official capacity can vouch for me. Are you interviewing any of them?
I don't think I'll need to.
I'm a little bit surprised you'd even ask.
Just being thorough.
I can respect that.
Oh, I love... Is that how it's pronounced? Plover?
Would you mind
These are
telling me
cute.
what you were
I like
doing
them.
3 days ago?
3 days ago. All day or...
Well, any info would be helpful.
Actually, why are you interested in this?
I was in Austria 3 days ago and witnessed a theft of a historical artifact there that, surprisingly, I believe is connected to this theft.
I see. I was talking to your father about that case.
Really?
Yeah. We chat sometimes. About work. Mostly.
Okay.
Ask him.
I will.
Sure.
You're a regular sleuth, aren't you? Picking up other cases now?
Not exactly. It's kind of related to the Hathorne house.
Yeah, let's see. I was home watching Jason cut the stump out of my front yard.
You hired Jason Danforth for that?
He's cheap, and he can't say no because he needs the money.
Plus, I kind of like watching him suffer a little.
I wouldn't know why.
You know, I could use someone like you. A lawyer is always in need of a good private investigator. If your father would be okay with you working for someone else.
Alicia, I'm my own woman. I work for myself. But you've been very helpful, and I really appreciate it.
Good. Well, when you solve this case, let's talk.
I mean, to be completely fair, I have absolutely no idea how Nancy Drew pays for any of these investigations. Because it does sound like, no, she's not being paid for any of this. She just does it out of the fun of the job. Meaning, yeah.
Why did you bring your hammer drill to the office?
Well, after the burglary, we realized that this place was in dire need of higher security. I ordered the keypad online and used the drill to mount it. I just keep forgetting to bring the drill back home with me.
That's impressive.
Yeah, still ended up calling a professional when the thing wouldn't stop beeping.
What did you mean when you said the people here are not your type?
Oh, you probably know by now. You've been around town, right?
I have.
It's all people with minds as small as the town itself.
Wow.
I don't mean to sound harsh, but you can only meet so many with the same mindset before you see a pattern.
That's interesting. Did something happen?
Oh, nothing much. Sometimes I just wish this place would be a bit bigger, you know? More progressive. Imagine a revitalized town.
Do you think that could happen?
A woman can dream.
Okay.
See you later.
Cool. Well, I got a couple calls I can make, but we are... Ooh, that's a pretty picture. Sorry, I like succulents. I got a couple calls I want to make, depending on how long those conversations are going to go.
I need to get Judge Danforth's permission before I investigate the burglary.
Well, give me permission, then. I keep expecting there to be, like, puzzle. I feel like the game hasn't started yet. Like, it's still doing exposition, and it feels really weird. Hey.
As you know, I want to invest...
Information isn't usually of...
Aha! Hey, Nance. I swear you would have loved this place. We should go there together sometime. There was a robbery and the book I was looking into got stolen. What? We already saw all this. Hey, Nance. How are you doing? I'm okay. Well, maybe not really. It needs auto-scroll to the bottom. Someone, like, just forgot to do that. Do you need me to come over? Oh, no. You don't have to. I will, if you want me to. Vacation can wait. No, it's fine, really. I just need to keep my nerves calm. Every mystery can be solved. I'll figure this one out. I know you will. Just keep at it. Thank you. Always. Let me know if there's anything I can help. Anything I can do. Bye. I didn't even hear, like, a bleep bloop. Get permission for further investigation. How is get permission a, like... Wait. Huh. Clicking anywhere takes me here. Anyway, I do need to talk to... Damien.
Hello?
Is this Damien Faulkner?
Yeah? Who is this?
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. I'm a private investigator currently working the Hathorne house case on behalf of Judge Danforth.
Hi, Judge.
Do you mind if I take up a minute of your time?
Go ahead.
Just wanted to follow up on some statements.
Statements made by who?
Tegan Perry.
Yes?
Your girlfriend.
Right.
Where were you?
Sorry, but were these statements given to the police?
No. They were given to me, willingly.
Yeah, sorry. I work for Alicia, and I've learned to make sure that when you're being questioned, you always have a lawyer present. I don't want to sound like I'm guilty or complicit, I just know my rights.
Of course.
But you sound trustworthy.
Oh, thanks. How long have you worked for Alicia?
I've interned for her for a while, but she doesn't really pay attention to me.
You seem to know a lot about legal framework.
I listen to her on the phone. A lot. Anyway, I was with Tegan on the night of the fire. That's what you wanted to know, right?
Yeah. And what did you guys do?
Watched a movie.
Okay. Which movie?
Honestly, couldn't tell you. Tegan picks. You know, they're always some kind of vampire drama, apocalyptic, teenagey, angsty thing. Don't tell her, but I never pay attention. I'm into hard sci-fi.
Oh, good to know.
Okay.
Anything else, or?
No. Thanks for talking to me.
Yeah, sure.
It's amazing how often in this game there are people who are like, hey, I know my rights and I'm not going to talk to you. I don't need to tell you that. But you seem trustworthy. I'll tell you anyway. And it's just like, why'd you bother? Like, what was the point? That's good. Well, I think that brings us to the end of today. We had a lot of conversations. That's really all I can say. And that's fine. That's the game, you know? I wonder if I can get to the house still. Ooh, looks like I can. Well, that brings us to the end of our day 4 of investigation. I'll catch you on the next one. I've been DarcyBits. This has been Hidden Gems and Other Oddities with Nancy Drew, Midnight in Salem. I hope you all have a very good night. Am I lost? Oh, there we go.